Grant, 4-0 victory here against Accrington. Stanley, what were your thoughts on that one?
I thought we played really well. When you were coming into the back of a Accrington team that's had 2 really good results in the previous 2 games, so I thought they were going to be dangerous. I said to the players before, just be mindful that sort of we haven't got anything to play for. They're in that middle band of the league, so they'll play with freedom and no fear. And I thought they did that, to be fair, particularly the first 20 odd minutes. They got after us, and I think once the goal went in early on, it was a real plus for us. But Accrington still kept coming. So credit to Accrington, but I thought my team was really good today.
4 goals, 4 different scorers, another clean sheet. What pleased you the most about it?
Just that, really. 4 goals at home, clean sheet, like you say. Another goal from Hacks, goal from James Maxwell, Joe Ironside again on the scoreline, and nice to see Owen Bailey arriving and scoring. So I thought we could have had more. If to be honest, I thought we had a lot of different chances that just the last pass probably we had got there certainly would have extended the scoreline. So really pleased.
Joe Ironside made it 20 for the season. He's the first Rovers player to do that since John Marquis in your last spell. You know, how much does that say about the calibre of centre forward he is? Yeah,
he's a top player, Joe, and I think his performance upped the level that he showed on Tuesday night here. It was Tuesday night, wasn't it? I've lost track of the night the games were, but I think he upped his performance again. You know, his hold of play was great. He was pinning people. He's bringing others into play. Hacks and Malls could make their movements off him. So really pleased. Quite a similar sort of goal that he scored the other night, just arriving late and passing into the corner. So it's good for Joe, and really pleased for him, because when I spoke to him in the summer about coming here, I said, look, you'll get goals in this team and the way we want to play. So I'm glad he's delivered that.
You've worked with some top strikers in your time as a manager. I mentioned John Marquis. Just how do those two compare in particular? Because they're similar in terms of the way they lead the line. They don't give the defenders a minute's peace. You know, as I said, it's a long time since a striker scored 20 goals for Rovers, but Joe's just gone and...
Yeah, they're similar in many ways, but different than others, if that makes sense. You know, obviously John was, you know, he was an interesting character, John. Really good person to have around the building. Really high all the time. Drove standards, and Joe's quite similar, but they're different in terms of how they play. But it's nice to see, you know, the fact that Joe's in that sort of bracket now. They're the first player since John Marquis to score 20 goals for the club is really good for him.
I know you've not wanted to talk about the table for a while, but today's win moves you to within a point of 7th. Are we allowed to talk about it yet?
No, look, I'm not really too concerned. I'm not concerned what others have done or are going to do. For me, I just want to try and finish the season strong. If that's good enough to put us right in that top 7, then great. If it's not, then the boys are riding the crest of a wave at the minute. All we can do is focus on ourselves. We've got a game against a team that's in the top 7 next week. It seems to be nearly every other week we're playing teams in and around that top end of the league. Obviously not today, but previous to that. So it should be another good day for us, hopefully, and another good game against a team that, in my opinion, easily beat us at their place. We just didn't get going there. So hopefully we can, you know, show them how much we have improved and give them a better game.
Leading into that, then, to be able to rest some of your key players, you know, you took Wood off, you took Molyneux off. How important was that?
Yeah, it's important, particularly in a 3-game week, just to try and keep that element of freshness into the team today, really, and also looking after them a little bit. Obviously, Woody's carrying a couple of little niggles and knocks, so is Joe. Owen Bailey, Malls has played nearly every minute, so yeah, just to give him a little bit of a breather. The boys who came in done well. Hursty looked really lively on the far side. Billy done well in a position that he's used to, and probably something that we've not really been able to get him in since he come in, you know, in that position because of the form of Joe and Max when he was fit, really. So it was nice to give him 20-25 minutes in his position today, and I thought he done well. So yeah, nice to see Rowie and George Broadbent and Big Tom back on the pitch today.
Of all the goals, did you have a favourite from watching on?
The first goal is a good goal. The first goal is a really good goal because we knew Accrington are aggressive in their press. So the position of Joe was really important in the build, and then for Joe coming, looking at the feet, and Hacks just timing his run perfectly in behind him, and it was a great ball from Joe Holloway, and good finish from Hacks.
James Maxwell's goal in particular seemed to highlight the amount of confidence within the team. You know, you've got a left back making that run forward, and I know in your teams in years gone by you would encourage that for them to do. But the way he finished it as well, just caressing the ball, lovely little left-footed shot into the bottom corner.
Yeah, again, I spoke about Jamie Sterry in the last game here. Both our fullbacks, James Maxwell is in top form as well, and they're really important in terms of how we want to play, because they have to be good enough to get forward and defend also, and the both of them can do that. And it's been really pleasing, particularly given that Jack Senior's been out for quite a bit of time, and Tom Nixon's obviously in and around it. But the two fullbacks are in very, very good form, both in possession, out of possession. They're giving us so much at the minute, and it's given the freedom to the likes of Hacks and Mulls to go and sort of create and score and things like that.
I wanted to ask you about the fans as well. The 8 in a row chant came quite early. Were you a bit more comfortable with it this weekend?
To be honest, I heard it towards the end, and we're 3 or 4-0 up, so I was a wee bit more calmer then. And I guess that's the trust that we've sort of got in the group now. We were looking for more goals. We were disappointed we didn't put the corner in the first half to try and get the third before the break. But yeah, I'm just pleased. It's been a good day for us again. It looked like the stadium is more full as well, which is brilliant to see our fans here. I don't know what the actual number was, but it felt like the fans are starting to come with us now a little bit, and it's great. And they're massive for us, so I can't thank them enough.
Yeah, you had that connection with them in your first spell, and it's a connection between fans and players that has maybe been lost over the past few seasons. To see that back, to see them enjoying what they're seeing out there, must be brilliant for you as a manager. Yeah,
and everything takes a little bit of time, doesn't it? It's there's no magic wand that you can wave and just change something like overnight. So we had to continually work on how we want to work and drive people and drive the standards, and continually talk about how we want to play and coach how we want to play, and everyone seems to be really comfortable. The players are in tremendous form, whether it's the lads who start or the lads who's coming off the bench. We see it in training, which is great. And when you've got momentum, it's a massive thing in football, and we've certainly got that at the minute.
Zan Westbrook came in first start since November. What did you make to his performance? Got an assist?
I thought he was very good, Zane, and he's taken a bit of time to recover from his injury. And I've had a chat with Zane in my office to say, look, come on, let's get you back to the levels. There's days in training where we can see it, and there's days when he's just feeling a little thing here and there. So I sat with Zane on Thursday, and we had a chat, and I said, look, you're a top player for us when you're fit and firing. Let's get that trust back into you again. Let's go and show everybody what you're about. And I thought he was very good today. His energy to press, his jump with Joe Ironside, and then I think he showed his quality with that little pass for James.
No Harrison Biggins in the squad. Was that a bit of a follow-up to last weekend at Morecambe?
Just a precaution really with his calf, yeah. He came on in the game on Tuesday, and in the last run he just felt it again. It's nothing serious. We've scanned it. I expect Harrison back training probably Wednesday, Thursday.
You've got a blank week now without a game, and then 3 in the space of 7 days to end the regular season. How do you go about preparing for that final little run?
Just keep the foot in the gas. That's it. We'll be back on Monday. We're preparing for Barrow. We'll make sure that we obviously get the right amount of work into the group this week and rest. But we have to keep going. We just keep going to the next one, and that's all we'll do.